telling I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, not no kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs kicker Ryan Succop about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
On one, ready?
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Steps away to his left. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right?
The Bengal Pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sugar! Old 50.
To throw, it's Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact. Woo.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Fournette running out of the gun. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Brady. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Brady now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs trying on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. They'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception. And
Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. They will take a 7-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 32 that time. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow being chased out left. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
On 2. 11
To the air again, Burrow. Dancing to his left. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run.
Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Working with a 2nd and 3.
No, 66.
Now Brady. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. on first down. Brady looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Burrow on first down.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Again, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw again on second down. Brady, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey, 66.
From the 38, Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And some room to run now. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. And CD, that last throw, you ready for this? Puts him over 90,000 passing yards now for his career. An almost unimaginable number.
You know, I actually sat down.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on first down is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive... Speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are back within a score.
And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Inside handoff down to Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Up the gut, Fournette.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette from 19 yards away. And the Bucs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
We're going to get this into the hands of Nixon, his running back. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the...
Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 10 yards out.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that. And now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
70 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 39, Brady. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Brady got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
From midfield, here's Brady.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. Past the 20.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
72.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15 he goes. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flush to his right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Brady now on 1st down. And a catch right side by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw is Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On first down, Brady. He'll find Fournette again here. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Throwing is Brady on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
An excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance with the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole